All right. Hello, everybody. This is CBSI Presents Tales from Flipside number 84. I'm Dino, Forgotten Five Comics. We have the Simple Man Bolo Box Patreon. So they're doing a nice box for everybody. So make sure you guys check that one out. We for CBSI, we have all the speculation needs, news, reports, and articles. So check that out.
The only site you need.
The only site. That's right. The only site you need.
If not for just 3 articles, I would say top 10, Walker Report, and Topher for me. Those 3 are, I mean, everything's great there, but those 3 articles are invaluable.
That is true.
I like cover tunes.
Cover tunes cool. Morello's the man.
He is the
man.
And Dollar Box Digging's really good. Shout out to Peter.
There's a ton of good stuff on there.
Yeah. And the guys don't give enough credit for all the guys who do all the behind the scenes work and articles and writing stuff. So they really dig in every week. So shout out to those boys.
Yeah.
We're going to give away a cool little Silver Surfer Black #1, the IG Comic Store variant tonight. So everybody log in and check it out. So we'll give it away on YouTube tonight. So if you're listening, tune in live. And then we have
from IG Comic Store, right?
Yep, IG Comic Store, the variant from IG Comic Store. Nice guys over there. I hit them up all the time on IG or IG's IG Comic Store.
Yeah, so. They're good. They've always been. They were like one of the groups that has been reputable from day one. Like I bought some stuff from a couple years ago, and then something recently, and it's always good stuff.
And you got that Wolverine from, right? Wasn't that 9/8? Was that Wolverine cover you got? That CGC, was it Wolverine. Deadpool Wolverine? Maybe I can't remember what it was. I thought it was a cool book you were looking to find.
No, it was a Deadpool.
Deadpool, yeah.
But it was the Del Otto cover.
Oh yeah. So, and then we have CBSISwag.com for Mr. Scotty himself and Emiliano. So they, for all your CBSI swag needs,
get your swag.
That's right, hats, shirts, all the
Treat
good stuff.
Yourself.
That's right. So, boys, introduce yourselves.
Me?
Yeah, sure.
Me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Scotty Too Hottie coming in from Philadelphia. Thank God football's back. I don't know how I did Sundays without football.
I was shitting my pants because I had Carson Wentz, and I'm like, the first half didn't really go that great, but he pulled it in for the fantasy win this week.
Yeah, it's funny. I had the unique distinction of having more points on my bench than in my starting roster this week.
Oh, that sucks.
But I'm in a cool league where there's weekly bonuses every week, and this week's bonus is most bench points. So
nice.
Got $120.
Nice.
What up, guys? This is McClay. I'm glad it's football season too, because that means we're closer to hockey season. So
that's true too, especially for my Lions, who ended up being up 24-6, and then
did you guys tie?
Kyler Murphy came back and tied it up. Man. I kind of feel like there was a conspiracy in that, because they were talking all week about how Matt Patricia has to win this game, and also the Cardinals got to win this game to give Kyler Murray some confidence, and Kirk Herbstreit or Kirk, whatever that guy's name is.
Yeah.
And then they go out there and they tie. So there isn't a loser in this one. Right?
Well, I will, being a lifelong Lions fan, I'm like everything else in my life, I'm disappointed. But I did see some highlights. I saw TJ Hawkinson actually, deserve first round pick, because that was a lot of haters in the old Lions fandom that we took a tight end, and there was shades of Eric Ebron. So kid looks like a beast. He looks like Gronk Jr. So that's a plus. I had him on the bench. He gave me 20 points. So I think I'm starting him next week.
Yeah, that tight end was unreal, man. What a pickup they made on him.
We'll lionize him somehow, just like Danny Amendola, who didn't get out of bounds. So
how about Deshaun Jackson? That was one of my bench players.
Oh, I had him in the flex position. It was awesome. I was like, yeah, buddy. So
I was just I want to see what kind of Deshaun we got, and it was like, yeah, okay, we got the real deal.
Deshaun's a man.
He is. I mean, I'll tell you what. Carson's biggest problem last year with the deep ball was he was overthrowing every receiver.
Yeah, you don't do it with Deshaun Jackson, dude.
He ain't gonna overthrow Deshaun.
It's funny. He's old, man. He's not like a young kid anymore, man. He's 32. I mean,
That's young enough. He's never really had any major injuries or anything.
Yeah, you guys should be fine.
I'm not worried.
Big shout out for the Go Leafs Go. Yes, I am an Austin Matthews fan, so I'm right there with you, brother.
We can talk a little Antonio Brown if you want.
How did he go to
the Patriots?
The biggest news about this week is definitely Antonio Brown and how good the Patriots looked without him, and Gordon just totally lighting it up. They're going to be – I don't see how anybody thinks they're going to win. Like the Saints, no chance. Yeah. Chiefs, no chance. And if Gronk comes back like he's talking –
yeah, so SportsCenter said that last year they ran 25 plays the whole season without a tight end, and in this first week they ran 25 plays without a tight end. So last year the whole season they ran 25 plays without a tight end, and this week they did 25 plays in the first week without a tight end.
I'll tell you what, one thing about Bill Belichick, he doesn't force things. He knows what he's got, and he makes a game plan for it.
It's like Nick Saban in Alabama, dude. It really is. It's like he knows he knows that guy's a good guy. We can make him a Patriot, and he makes his team better. And he got him for a steal. He got him for $15 million. I mean, that's a steal theoretically.
No, it is. I mean,
I'm just pissed that Antonio Brown got another shot with the best team and gets to play with the best quarterback in history.
Yeah, I mean,
that's such a chump.
If losing the money isn't an incentive for him, then yeah, he actually made out way better.
Yeah, and he's going to probably put up career numbers with Tom Brady, win a Super Bowl, and go out there and get even a bigger contract.
Yep.
Fucking chump. But. Anyways,
I don't think I could walk away from $30 million guaranteed.
Oh my goodness, no! I mean, you know what's funny? Zeke Elliott has the same contract. I heard about that today. Sorry, we're talking about football, but it's okay. So So Zeke Elliott has the same contract as Antonio Brown. So he has like anything detrimental to the team, he loses all his guaranteed money. I bet you that's how all these big contracts. Yeah, all these big contracts are going to start happening like that. So
they should.
Yeah, I mean,
if you're acting like a douchebag, you should. That should be in your contract.
Yeah, I mean, you beat your wife or somebody. Yeah, you deserve to.
Yeah. Yep.
I agree. So, boys, I don't have any pickups, but we can talk about pickups.
I got a couple.
Yeah, I'll go first. I have a couple PC pickups, but I finally bought some books for the contest. The Flip Challenge.
My man.
I got quite a bit, and okay. I pulled a Stein, and got some dollar books. I did something that I'd never done before, and I caught a guy coming into a shop with a long box,
mm-hmm.
and then he came out and he's like, the guy offered me $quarter a piece for him, and I'm like, well, let me check for him. I'll give you, half a cover. And he's like, well, I tell you what, if you buy a stack of them, I'll give you $1 a piece. And I'm like, you got it. So I grabbed some nice books. I bet you they were stolen, but I'm in a Flipside challenge. So the first book is a book I didn't get for $1. Well, I didn't pay $1 for all these. I'll say I probably like 10 of them I paid $1 for. The rest I got in different areas, but this is the one that I spent the most on. I spent $30 on this.
Oh, okay.
Art Germ.
Okay.
Yep, Black Cat.
Black Cat. And so it's going to go to Sean, hopefully for a quick press. And if you could do something to it, then off to the graders and hopefully make a flip on this.
Cool.
So for $30, I figured it was worth it. And then I picked up 2 sets of these at a half price books, but they weren't none of them were bagged and boarded. And it's the mouse guard set.
Cool.
Yeah. So the only problem is the first book and both sets are the second printing. But still, I paid half cover for them, so I'm not worried about that. But here's some of the dollar books that I got. I got Avengers 273, the Black Knight cover. I grabbed this one, 271. He's on the cover there. Moon Knight, the Finch series. He had a bunch of Moon Knights in there, like
nice.
The Finch series. You just wait.
I love Finch's covers.
Yeah.
Nice.
Here you go.
Oh, nice.
Werewolf by Night, number 37.
Cool.
Yeah. And then picked up 3 of the number ones.
Oh, nice.
Good money.
From the solo series. A number 9. And then a Blade cover from the Midnight Sun series or whatever.
Yep.
And then I got these for $3 a piece, and I just took a flyer on them. X-Men Classic, the Adam Hughes,
Yeah,
Jean
I love
Grey.
that cover. There's you got the
newsstand. Yeah. And then I got a couple of the A-Force number ones, thinking, maybe I'll throw these up there and see if they, sell for $10 a pop, or who knows.
One movie I'm not looking forward to, or TV show, whatever.
I really like the Singularity chick. I think that's her name. I think that's a great character.
I picked up a couple of those books. I picked up that whole run actually.
Yeah.
For cheap, like $10, man. I was like, whatever, I'll buy it.
Yeah, you could get those. There was a time period where I think we even talked about on this show, because I picked up a couple 9.8s of the Stephanie Hans variant of that set. So those are what I got so far for the challenge. I got to throw them on the spreadsheet.
Cool.
But I did, just real quick, I want to show one more book that I picked up for PC.
I got you.
And I bought 2 of them. And it's this Vampirella variant with the nuns that are like the group that are coming after her, I guess. Mm-hmm. And I just thought that cover was freaking sick, dude. Those nuns look.
I like it.
Yeah, it reminds me of that band Ghost. You guys ever seen that band Ghost?
Mm-mm.
They're like a joke metal, Norwegian metal, like rip off funny joke band, and they all dress up as like popes.
It reminds me of
Steel Panther.
Yeah.
No, yeah, Steel Panther. No, it reminds me. What is that movie? It's when they're all when it's The Purge. It reminds me of The Purge.
Yeah, that's exactly what that covers. So I picked up
The Purge cover.
I picked up 2 of them for Buy It Now for like $3.99. I saw it. My friend Chuck picked this up and sent me a picture. He's like, "Hey, have you seen this?" I'm like, "No, what book is that? I want to get that, throw it up on the wall. That's badass." So, but one of the guys sent it like a douchebag, and it was totally trash. But it was a $3.99 book, and that's a good question. What do you guys do when it's like just a cheap book and you get shitty shipping? Do you contact them and say, "Hey"?
I'll always contact them and say, what I'll do is, no matter what, I always contact them and say, "Hey, the book arrived and it's damaged."
Yeah.
And I let them decide how they want to handle it.
Yeah. Well, and the thing. Go ahead. Sorry.
I found most people are like, "Oh, okay, how about I give you a couple bucks back, or send it back to me. I'll get you a refund." And then you get some guys that are like, "Oh, well, that's too bad."
I mean, if you're, I think too, like if you're expecting great shipping on a $5 book or a $1 book, it's like, don't expect somebody for like, if you're buying a now book for, undercover price and it's like $2 or $3, don't expect it to be in the greatest shipping in the world. They're not going to priority that thing or like put it in like,
what's the old saying? You get what you pay for.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's true. I'm finally getting that Teen Titans 12 money back. Hopefully. I mean, it's only been like 3 months. The guy shipped it like trash. I mean, it's a $40 book, but still, I mean,
yeah, Adam's got a good point. Shipping should be perfect for any book. I agree.
I agree. Yeah.
But some people, I mean, I've had books shipped just in a manila envelope before.
I have too with like.
It's funny, that one showed up fine.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I've had, as long as you do, honestly, between us, I don't mind the manila envelope. If you do cardboard, like a cardboard sandwich, and then theoretically it should be fine. Theoretically, okay, it's not a Gemini mailer or anything like that, but as long as you have cardboard,
we use cardboard with the Geminis.
Yeah, we do. I'm just saying, like most people don't.
The Geminis by themselves.
Yeah, and most people don't have access to Geminis or don't want to spend the money. So I mean, Manilas and cardboard. I mean, it's not the greatest. I'm not saying it's the best thing, but
you could do it. I would just recommend getting a little bit bigger. Go with the what is it? The 11 by 13 envelopes. The next size up, so you can actually get it a little bit thicker.
Yeah.
Also, I'm one of the guys that recycles. Anytime I get a nice Gemini mailer or a comic mailer, I hold on to that sucker. Why not?
I hold on to bubble wrap.
Yeah, bubble wrap for sure, dude.
I got boxes of mailers. So
Me too. I got bubble wrap for days, man, because slabs. I mean, so what I do on my slab, I wrap it twice, and then I kind of just and I double box it, and then I put a little piece of bubble wrap in between the double box so it doesn't ship as bad.
I just use a couple peanuts.
Do you? Yeah.
Bottom, yeah.
I hate you because you ship me peanuts all the time, and it's so you open it up, it's terrible. It's terrible. But no, it's fine. No, peanuts. I mean, peanuts work. It's just a pain. Usually, we have a bunch of peanuts at work, so I should grab them, but I don't. You know, they gave me like this, dude. They gave me like the size of this bean bag over here of peanuts. Yeah. Crazy. I was like, oh, dude, I don't need that many peanuts.
Do you have one of those ones that you just open it up and they just come flying out?
No,
it's like
the hopper that you can attach the that thing.
No, it's at my work they have this. I mean, it's just people when they ship in peanuts, they just kind of put them in a bag for me. I'm like, oh god. So, yeah, people use swim noodles. I've gotten one CGC book with the swim noodles. It actually was really nice. You just cut them and do them in a diagonal and cut them and then put the swim noodles around the thing. It was legit
for slabs, right?
Yeah, for slabs, it was legit. Yeah, I mean, it really was.
I'll tell you what. I know they charge an arm and a leg CGC, but I love like when you get a single slab from them. Like, there's no way that book's gonna break. The way they ship.
And honestly, I don't even mind a package, 20, like how many 25s have I got? 25 boxes.
Yeah,
I mean, they actually do a really good job at that. Yeah. I mean, I hate to say, we always shit on CGC about things like bags and stuff, but their shipping's legit. I mean, I've never had I guess knock on wood, right? We never had a broken, whole.
No, they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
All right, I got a couple pickups. Some of this stuff's from last week since I wasn't here.
Yeah.
I got this. I think Something's Killing the Children, right?
That book was on the CBSI Hot 10 show this week.
Yeah.
Did you see the black and white variant too?
I got the set coming.
Nice.
There was I think there's like a red foil and then the black and white, right?
I believe
so.
I
definitely bought one of those sets. I don't remember where I bought it from, so I'm just hoping it shows up.
Yeah.
And then I'm not going to show you everything, but I went heavy on Spawn 300. So I went ahead and just bought 100 copies. So I got a couple of the 1 in 25s, a couple of the 1 in 50s, and then 2 diamond boxes full. I think it's a good long-term spec. I really love this parody cover.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, it's really great, dude. Did yours come in like great shipping and everything? Like no
yeah,
problem?
Honestly, like I think I have 106 books total. Out of like 3 or 4 of them might have spine ticks. The rest are all nice.
Did you LCS that? I guess.
Yeah, I got it through my LCS.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I got a decent deal on it too.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
We talk about how LCSs are, people charge for everything. I mean, if you have a good relationship, I know Scotty has a great relationship with his. So, I mean, because he goes in and spends a little bit of money and, it pays off when you want to order big stuff,
Yeah. I mean, I basically got it for a little bit over his cost.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, that's nice. That's also a big point for store owners out there. I mean, if you don't already know this, then there's a problem. But, making that customer happy and creating loyalty is so valuable.
I mean, and it's guaranteed. It's a guaranteed sale. It's a guaranteed sale, and you don't have to, make a ton of money. You just move a little bit. You throw a little bit to cover your, cover a little bit of your expenses. And
I think it helps them too because they, if he orders more, then it gives him a little bit more clout.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I mean, like my guys, they don't sell that much stuff. I mean, they have maybe like 20 books a week, maybe, and it's not like they're ordering variants or anything like that. I mean, I've done this a few times with a few books, that I liked. I don't know, Spider-Man 1 back in 2013. I went, I bought a couple hundred of that and got all the variants. But like you said, have a good relationship and just talk to them. Be like, hey man, I want to order 50 of this book. What kind of price can you give me? Because you're not going to want to pay cover.
Yeah.
Yep.
I have one other pickup, but I left it downstairs. The new Tool CD.
Ooh. And it's garbage.
You don't like it?
I don't like it, man.
Oh wow.
Why not?
Well, but I'll say this. Here's what I'll say. the last Tool album, I didn't like the first month after I got it and listened to it. Mm-hmm. And now I do like it. But I feel it's getting to the point with Tool where everything sounds the same to me.
Yeah.
Like and I get that. There's a lot of bands go through that. It's just my favorite bands always change it up, and they still sound good. They change it up enough to where they're innovative still, like the Deftones or the Cure.
Mm-hmm.
They and Tool. I just feel like, especially after waiting, as long as we did, I feel like it should have been better. But
Maynard's too busy with his wine, man. Okay.
Yeah, and that's a big deal here in Arizona.
I bought 3 of them. I had to give one to my LCS because his pre-order got canceled.
Yeah.
And then I sold one for $100.
Yeah, I mean that's
God. Dude,
that's what we're talking about. So the flip. That's since we flip everything, right? Tool CDs are they're hot right now.
You had to pre-order because they were sold out before.
No, I guess I heard through the grapevine that they're going to have a second release or a third release on these.
Yeah, so they're gonna release more.
They're going to get flooded. So make sure if you're going to do it, you buy it, you sell it now. Don't wait.
That's why I was trying to hold out for 150. Then I heard that they were going to release them, so I just like, you know what, I'm going to get rid of it.
That is such a great pickup, man, to talk about, because that's a perfect example of, man, you can make money just about anywhere these days.
And what'd you buy them for?
Like $40.
That's not bad. I mean, you doubled your money theoretically with shipping or whatever. Yeah.
It's weird. It's like I haven't opened it yet, but it's got like a LCD screen in there and like some sort of visual thing or something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, I was on the internet at 10 a.m. on Friday buying my tickets for the show when they come into town.
Nice.
Tool is probably the band I've seen the most.
I've seen them like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, they're always.
Them and the Deftones, I've seen quite a bit.
Yeah, I think I've told the story on the show before, but I'll tell it again. The last Tool show I saw here in the Valley, right as they came on stage, they played like 1 or 2 songs, and all of a sudden it was like slow motion from like 50 rows back. You just see this guy like just launch this water bottle. Full water bottle, and it hits Maynard square in the face.
Oh my God.
And he got so mad he walked off the stage for 6 songs.
Wow.
And then he came back on stage and he just stood there at the mic and didn't sing, and for 2 songs. And then after that he came back to the mic. He goes, you guys can thank that asshole that threw that water for me not singing. And all of a sudden, you just see everybody looking for him, and you know what I mean. And they end up finding this guy, and I don't know if he got jumped or what, but security ended up taking him out.
Yeah,
it's like Steve Bartman all over again.
Yeah,
I heard Maynard, like when he does his sets and stuff, or when they perform live, he sits behind the drummer, like he does.
Sometimes he does.
He's weird, man.
It's not like it's like up front. So
he never wanted Tool to be about him.
Yeah.
He wanted to be about the band. So, like, his other band, A Perfect Circle, he stands in front of the mic in front of everybody and sings.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
But it's funny because you got to, like, when you first see him, you got to be like, all right, where's Maynard? You got to look for him.
Yeah.
He's either in a wig or painted half black, half white.
He's like the male version of Sia, man.
Yeah.
Trying to hide himself.
One time he came out in leather, like, skin-tight leather pants, no shirt on. And like he's got the tattoo of his spine on his back with the hip bones and all that. And then I guess halfway through the song, he took the pants off and he had leather underwear on.
Oh Jesus!
The first time I saw Perfect Circle, it was one of the first shows they ever played, and they did it here in the Valley at this club that's also used for like modeling shows. Mm-hmm. And all of a sudden, you just see the spotlight hit a card table, and then 2 chicks come out and they start playing strip poker. And then Perfect Circle started playing while they were playing strip poker, and Maynard came out, and that was the first time that we saw how he dressed up for the 3 Libras album. Is that what it was? Mm-hmm. Where he was all in he dressed like a chick basically. He had that long red wig, but I thought that was one of the coolest ways to open a show. Is just a spotlight on an empty poker card table, and then 2 chicks come out and strip poker, and the band just played in the background, but you didn't really see them. It was cool.
Yeah, I'm excited. November 18th is when they're coming to town.
Nice.
Real quick, I want to talk about the Hot 10 show. If you guys don't know, now you know that we're doing the Hot 10 show. We do a breakdown video of it every week, so check it out. Be on the lookout for it. And this week we gave away our giveaway book in that Hot 10 show was a Web of Spider-Man #1. And I'll go ahead and share my screen here. Do you know?
Yep.
I feel like that book is so undervalued.
Let's see here.
It is. I mean, it's hard to get 9.8 too, I think, right? I mean, because
yeah, it is. It's tough, and this is a nice one. But this week, in order to get the giveaway, the way we're doing it right now is you go on to the article on the Hot 10 list at comicbookinvest.com, leave a comment under the post, and we'll pick you the best, a comment that we think is good. And this week it went to Wolverine X. And I'll let you guys go ahead and read his comment, but I don't know if we've heard from him or her yet. So if you're out there, make sure you contact us, send us an email at CBSI Flipside, or just make a comment on one of the YouTube pages, or find us somewhere, the Facebook group, and we'll figure out a way to get this comic to you. So
cool.
That be that.
So, Web of Spider-Man annual number. I've been trying to see how many Web of Spider-Mans are out there.
It's a really nice book. It's a really nice condition. So I don't know what type of grade it's going to get, but it's definitely not in bad condition. So, and it's one of those minor keys that everyone should own in their collection. So
I'm saying it says like 30 something, but I don't know if that's actually right. I guess the 9.8s are only $230. I mean, that's not terrible.
No.
I mean, theoretically, from 85. Yeah. They say it's like 37 9.8s maybe. I hope that's right. 37 9.8s.
How many 9.6s?
11.
That doesn't sound right at all.
No, maybe it's their other. Okay, let's look.
What year is that?
85. Oh, maybe it's just. See, then is it a Carnage and Venom appearance flip book? That's not right?
No, yeah, that's not right.
I don't know.
Yeah, Web of Spider-Man #1, 1984. It looks like.
Oh, this was 85. Okay, I was like, that's kind of weird.
Might have been like an annual.
It's not showing up on the census. I don't know. Maybe
because you failed it.
Sometimes the way you type
failed it.
Yeah, I messed it up bad. Let's see. Starts with Web. Okay. Oh, here we go. Yeah, this is Web of Spider-Man, I guess. I don't know why I did that. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Jesus. So, it's the first appearance of, is it Volturons or Volturons? I guess I don't know. So they have 110.0. Can you believe that?
Wow, that's got to be a really kick-ass book to own a 10.0.
They have 11 9.9s. They have 1,286 9.8s.
That sounds about right.
Okay, and 1,267 9.6s.
Yeah, so that's why it's a $200 book.
Yeah. So, but that 110.0, that's amazing. So
yeah,
it's 85, man. I mean, maybe it just came off the printer, and I don't know, maybe somebody was
probably a million of them.
Yeah.
I bet there's a lot.
Did you guys get a chance to see the Birds of Prey trailer yet?
I saw a couple still shots. Nothing.
Yeah, that's all I saw too. I didn't get it.
It looks interesting. They didn't show much about Black Mask or anything. They showed a couple just like quick shots of it, but Margot Robbie looks badass. But
yeah, I mean, I'll watch her in fucking Harley's outfits all day.
Yeah, right. But there was some of the casting I don't know what I think about. I don't know. It looks like Rosie Perez, but I don't know if it is her. That's maybe somebody like her daughter. I don't know. That's playing Renee Montoya. So I don't know if that's true, but that just kind of looked weird. And then there was a couple other things that.
What do you guys think about the Joker?
Which one? Because supposedly the Jared Leto Joker is in this one.
I meant the Joaquin Phoenix one.
I think I'm really stoked for it with all the 10s and stuff that are supposedly coming out. I think it's, I think I'm really stoked for it. I'm really looking forward to seeing it.
I think it's going to be a good movie, but I just don't think it's going to be a Joker,
Yeah.
I have faith that Joaquin's going to nail it, and the movie's probably going to be done right. But I don't know.
Well, you were here last week. We were kind of talking about that, and we were saying that I told her it's weird when you give origin story to somebody who's supposed to not have an origin story theoretically. You're not supposed to know where he comes from because, like last week, I was saying it was when you humanize a character, it kind of takes the mystique away from.
Yeah, I don't think the Joker should have any humanity to him. Like I feel like
he's a nut. He's just a complete psycho.
And I mean,
that's why Heath Ledger was so good.
Yeah, and I feel like, and Batman's not going to be in this. Like, are they going to talk about Batman? Like,
yes.
Does he exist? Okay, because that was a concern I was going to have. Like,
he's not Batman yet. He's just a kid.
Yeah, he's just a kid.
Because I mean, wasn't that the whole point of the Joker? Was like the universe's reaction to Batman? Like it was the equal and opposite. Yeah, it was like the equal and opposite. I don't know.
I think that the Joker is such a good character that you can just about write as many versions of him as you want, and it's hard to mess up. Does that sound weird? Because I don't know. He's so complex, and that leaves a lot of mystery. And if you got to play off that mystery, if you try to make something set in stone with him, it doesn't feel right.
Well, I think that's why the Ledger one worked out perfectly. Because what do you have? 3 different origins in that movie alone? Like, told a different story to every person.
Yeah, and that was freaking genius. I mean, that movie was so damn good. For me, it's going to be hard to see anybody as the Joker other than Heath Ledger anymore. And I always thought that way that was going to be with Jack Nicholson, but. Man, Heath Ledger killed it, and I'm sure Joaquin Phoenix is going to kill it too.
I mean, he's not going to. He doesn't do a bad job. I don't know that.
I mean, I'm not going in with the crazy high expectations. I mean, you're always going to inflate yourself, and I'm sure there'll be critics saying, "Oh my God, like every other movie, it's not the greatest movie in the world." Just like how I don't throw in Chappelle. Like Chappelle got a 0 on Rotten Tomatoes from critics, and then all of a sudden every fan has 100. Which is
ridiculous. That was a political thing, man.
No, I know that, but I'm just saying, like, there were going to be haters, but I think
killed that show, man.
He did.
Yeah.
He did.
Oh my God.
I think it's going to be great, though. I mean, I don't know if it'll be Oscar worthy, but
you know what? It won't be because a lot of SJWs are complaining already.
No, they.
Yeah. They say it's going to normalize white.
Oh, goodness.
The lone white men or what, I don't know.
Social justice or white knights?
Yeah, no, they're like, I think they're normalizing like psychotic behavior. Well, you can understand that this guy I went through a ton of shit. That's why he's acting like this. But it's like, no, he's still bad. Like, I don't think anybody's going to be like, oh yeah, that guy's good.
Yeah.
I will say something. I think that there is some spec that can be made off this Joaquin Phoenix. Number one being Killing Joke. I have a story I'll talk about. What I did. I actually sold the Killing Joke I did pretty well, and I sold the Killing Joke for like $200, and 9.2. I think I sold for $200. And I think that book or anything to do with that version of the Joker, even some of the homage covers and stuff, I think those could be decent spec plays. Nothing major. But I definitely think Killing Joke's going to see a jump. If I think that anytime anything Joker comes out, you see a jump. And the other thing is, I did talk about how the Jared Leto Joker is going to be in The Birds of Prey, and supposedly the majority of it is about, or not the majority of it, but his Joker part is about their relationship and how it made her go crazy and how he treats her like shit again. And I can see Mad Love getting a jump from that if that's true. And again, Joe Winfrey, like he says, that 880, I could totally see that 880. I'm surprised that it's as high as it is, but I could see that getting a little bit of a jump.
I mean, I see a lot of 880s, and I wonder. I know why 9.8s are so hard to find. I see a lot of 880s for sale. And they're just beat on the back cover, man. Just smashed on the back cover.
Books from that time frame weren't really
low print runs too.
They weren't printed very well. Yeah. They really weren't.
I mean, he said there's light bends, and I saw in the back like 30 spine ticks. I'm like, I don't think you can press that out there, boy. But
I've found 3 of those in the wild, and they've all been in. I just walk into the store and just be like, I'm just going to check, and they're just there. And I think that's one of the books that a lot of people forget to check for on a regular basis because it ends up just being hiding in there.
Yeah, I mean, you get somebody that doesn't know it's a hot book, they probably throw it in their bin for $5.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because most of those books aren't really worth shit.
Yeah, other than that Snyder run, you're right, and the Red Hood stuff.
Yeah, the Batwoman ones.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many books out there nowadays. I mean, that's the really crazy part. Like, we're comic book nerds, but I mean, if I go through a random store, I don't know every book, man. I mean,
I'll tell you what, the Bolo list just I mean, I don't pay too much attention to what comes out every week. Just that Bolo list, man, it really makes my head spin. I'm like, how is it these books every week are shooting up to $10, $15, $20? Like,
oh, and they definitely, that's what's crazy. That people are making some good money on these these right out the gate spec books.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's like, goddamn, buy a previews magazine and pick them up before.
and I'll give it to Jack and Brian over there. They're giving a service with that,
The FOC,
they're doing all the work for you.
I mean, and let's talk about how they're doing it for free theoretically. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like they're putting out Bolo lists for free. I mean, and they're got their heartbeat and their thumb on the comic book scene right now. So,
David asked for us to kind of I don't know if he's being sarcastic here, but that cover is, and I know he thinks it's ugly, but to most people, that cover is probably one of the nicest covers ever drawn. I think that's Jock's best cover by far, and most of us like Scotty Schoen have it on our walls, and that is just such a beautiful book. I put it up there with. I'll put it up there with almost any Joker cover. Neil Adams. Yeah, what a beautiful book.
I mean, I think it touches a few things: Batman fans, Joker fans, and then Jock fans. Like,
yes,
yeah. Well, I mean, and you got the Batman, all the bats in the hair and stuff like that. I mean, it's just a badass cover.
A cool cover. Like, if you really look at it, like the level of detail in it's amazing.
Yeah.
It's a great book.
Yeah, I mean,
those bats. I'm surprised that I don't see more of that as a tattoo.
They make short boxes with this thing on it.
I know. I wonder if the guy that came up with that is making money on that stuff, because those look like they're expensive to make.
And that cover's been right. It's, I mean, you got to be, and let's make sure we tell everybody too. There is a silver foil version too. That's not as much money, I believe. Yeah. So make sure you get the right version.
All right. So I think one of the main things is this book was made in 2011, so way before the movie boom really hit. So I'm gonna go and look up the print run, but I imagine it's somewhere around. And
it was like the second to the last book in that run. Yeah. So,
and what I kind of cover too, because look, you got homages of this is Sync number 2.
Yeah.
That obviously has
a lot of crap comes with that cover right there too.
Yeah. So, but
let's see. I'm just trying to.
I'm surprised we haven't seen more homages to it. I think maybe Sync kind of muddied that water.
Yeah.
Or Brainstorm. I shouldn't say Sync. Brainstorm. Is that what they were called? Something like that.
Yeah.
Brain Trust.
Yeah. Brain parts.
I think it was probably started out as a great idea. It just got a little too.
Here you go. Tech 880 print run of 38,585.
For a Batman book, that's probably pretty low.
Minuscule.
Yeah.
For that, and I think that's the issue.
And a Snyder book.
Yeah, it's a Scott Snyder book. That's the thing. People don't realize, like, Snyder and Jock had a really good run there. That whole run,
Black Mirror,
yeah. Like a lot of those books in that run are starting to pick up a little bit. Especially in 90. I think the issue is 98 quality books. Like you're not really going to find them. I'm not sure what a raw 880 goes for nowadays, but I'd say it's probably between.
I've seen it go for as much as $400.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're big.
I mean, I bought this thing when it was like 300, and I thought that was a little high, but I mean, it hasn't stopped going up. I don't.
Yeah.
So as far as like a concrete reason on why it's going up, we don't know. We don't really have an answer, but I think you got an iconic cover. It's Batman. It's Joker. It's a low print run.
Yeah. Great cover.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So, talking about Margot Robbie, the news that me and Z probably geeked out about a little bit is that she's going to be playing Tank Girl.
That's the bomb boobies, right?
The bomb boobies.
Bomb boobies, all right.
But here's the thing. God, I can't believe I'm doing this. This is the cannabis working its wonders right now. The chick that played Tank Girl with Ice-T back in the day, super hot chick.
God, she was in every movie back in the day.
Yeah.
Lori Petty?
Lori Petty. She was smoking back then, man. Oh. Yeah. So she was. I remember that movie. Yeah. There you go, Ozzy. You got it.
Naomi Watts was in it too.
Wow, I didn't know that. Holy shit.
Yeah.
I just think that those kangaroo guys look so fucking scary in that movie that the special effects on them was so bad that they look scary.
Iggy Pop was in this?
Yeah.
Jeez, oh Pete.
Yeah, that was a crazy movie. But that's you could see a big jump on those books, especially the Deadline books. Me and Z talk about that a lot. We're always messaging each other back and forth whenever we find one. I think I'm going to do a little thing on that for Brian Simple Man's Hot and Cold show. But that book is a super tough book to find, and so is the book that Scotty was talking about. I think it's like the American Tank Girl #1, where she's got the torpedo boobies.
Yep.
So.
Let's see if I'll find it for everybody right here. Maybe it's this one. Let's see. Yeah, give me a second. I got a bunch of stuff going on. It's not this one because this is the paperback, but you guys.
Yeah, same cover.
Same concept. I mean.
Yeah. What a great cover, and that's what's his name? Is it Brian Boland that did that? Who did that? Jamie. Maybe the creator did that. Can't remember who the artist for that cover is.
Jamie Hewlett.
Well, Jamie Hewlett's the creator, I believe, and I wonder if Brian Boland did that.
I'll click on this. Yeah. My comic shop has it.
Yeah, there you go. That's it right there.
Yeah. Art and cover by Hewlett. I mean, he actually did the cover, I guess.
Yep.
So.
Bomb boobies.
Yep, bomb boobies.
Yep. So. Well, we'll sink at that, Rag. Shout out to him. Hopefully he gets better. Yeah, that's the other thing. Fell off a cliff. Jesus.
Oh my God. Yeah, get better, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks. But so definitely those are already tough books to find. I mean, that first appearance, that Deadline #1 is a British magazine style book that is just a ghost in the wild. When I found mine, I couldn't freaking believe it. I got giddy like was it you, Dino, that found the Skeletor He-Man book?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I felt like when I found my Deadline #1. I was like,
Sean, give me $10. Sean,
yeah.
$10.
I just like, Sean, give me $10. I don't have $10. Give me $10 right now. I love it because I just stack books on top of it, just shitty books. I don't even care what they are, just dollar books. I'm like, I don't even care, dude.
Yeah, and that's what I was doing. I was like putting books on top. That's exactly what I was doing. Putting books on top of it, like so nobody else saw it. I was like, oh. And big shout out to 9 Square. He is correct. Jamie Hewlett also did the art for the gorillas and the design. So another reason why that's a cool book. So, but yeah, so definitely be on the lookout for that one and check out Simple Man's Hot and Cold. They'll be doing a video on that. But along with that news, I don't know who this chick is. This Haley Steinfeld. Do you know who she is, Dino?
Yeah, man. She's Haley Steinfeld is she was a music star. She was
she did a bunch of chick?
No, that's Haley Baldwin.
You watch TMZ, don't you, Dino?
No, I gotta keep up on these things. I gotta be the trivia guy here. Okay, so Haley Steinfeld, she was basically she was in a bunch of movies like Pitch Perfect, Edge of 17, all this, all these other movies. She was in
an Oscar, right? I think I heard she was nominated.
That doesn't. Hold on. Awards and nominations. Here we go. I'm sorry.
Mad Men? No.
I don't know. It wasn't. It doesn't look like an
True Grit.
Was it True Grit?
Yeah, she played the little girl in the Coen Brothers remake of True Grit.
Yeah.
Yeah. There we go. Good call, Ozzy.
My man. And then
Ozzy.
Ozzy knows all this stuff. That's who I talk to about all this stuff. No,
the king of useless knowledge.
I know. So she was in all these movies. She got a Golden Globe Award winner for Edge of 17. She voiced Gwen Stacy in the animated Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Cool. And then she did she starred in the Bumblebee. Remember Transformers the Bumblebee with was that Cena? I think it was John Cena maybe.
This guy?
Yeah, that movie was really good.
Yeah. Good. That's the Haley Steinfeld. Let me so people actually, names and faces. You got to put names and faces. So this is Haley Steinfeld. So.
Yeah, she definitely looks a lot different now.
Yeah.
So that's the news on her, is that she's going to be Kate Bishop. I'm surprised. That character and that spec on that Kate Bishop has just been steadily going over the years. Every time it gets a little bit more news and gets a little bit more spec, I feel like it just can't go any higher, and it just keeps doing it. It's just unbelievable. That there's two books. There's the Young Avengers book where it has her on the cover, and another one. I can't remember what the other one is, but there's two big spec books for the first Kate Bishop.
I remember we were talking about even on the early days of like Unpressables when everybody else was there, like Trey and the boys were talking about it. That was a book way back in the day that everybody was kind of Kate Bishop was like Kate Bishop and all this other stuff. I mean, it was crazy.
Yeah, everybody went heavy on those Young Avengers.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice that it's nice that we just don't throw stuff on a wall and then we talk about these things 3-4 years, and it finally comes to fruition, So
yeah. If this is true and this is where they're going, they're going to do a live action thing. I definitely think it's worth throwing a couple bucks behind. If you can get a 9.8 for cheap.
Yeah, I would say it's a long hold, especially how many guys out there have a Young Avengers book? For maybe 10, 15 bucks or something like that. Even, small pennies to get into the game theoretically,
Yeah. Yep.
So.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that happens. I know a lot of guys, especially in the CBSI circles, that put a lot of money in those Young Avengers books, especially that Young Avengers #1 San Diego Comic-Con.
David has a good question here. Will Kate Bishop be a huge character to have for a long hold?
Yeah, obviously, yeah, for sure.
Honestly, I don't know anymore.
Yeah, I kind of see where you're at on that. It's like once a trailer drops and it's just done.
What books have maintained TV and movie spec after they've had an appearance? Most books always go. I think that's the trend. Is you're going to get the most value for it right before the thing releases.
How about like this? How about we'll talk about a I would say a bigger book from the Silver Age, Justice League #1, right? It's gone down. You can get Justice League #1 for I would say cheaper than you would think. Avengers 1 has gone down theoretically. It's not like it's like, you can get an affordable 4.0s and 5.0s still. It's not like it's Spider-Man, Spider-Man #1s where it's out of control, or AF-15s, but those books you can get for cheap theoretically. Avengers 1 back in the day, you couldn't hardly find them and people were asking a ridiculous amount of money. Now it's all over. X-23 dropped.
Pretty much everything goes down.
Yeah.
And Ozzy has it. The reason why I think it's a long-term hold is because they're putting a lot of their, eggs in that female basket.
Yeah.
And here's the other, the movie's got a while to come out. So buzz is going to start. So if we don't see a movie for a year and a half, 2 years, You know, that book could steadily climb in a 9.8. I think that's the only one to me that's gonna be worth it.
My concern though is is anybody really interested in these characters? Like, these characters can't hold a monthly series.
I don't
20 issues.
I think it's all spec. It's all the spec game. It's just
I think so.
Which is why my answer is no. It's not a long-term hold.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, I mean,
but what is long-term? I guess that's my question.
Long-term would be 5 years.
Okay, yeah, I agree with you on that. I definitely agree with you. That's not a long-term hold. It's a 2 year, it's maybe a year and a half, 2 year hold.
I think your long-term holds now are going to be, you know, your blue chippers, your key first appearances of key characters who have stood the test of time, and then you got to work in these like Tech 880s, like these books that are iconic modern books. You know, maybe some of these variants, like, you know, I don't know, the Loesch 23 or something like that. Like, I think
the Ledger Campbell book and a 9.8. I mean, you gotta get high grade 9.8s. You know.
Yeah, I think you got to go with something that's rare. You know, it's got to
the Albuquerque rare. Thanos, the Ghost Spider, like Rag is saying.
Yeah, I mean, even that Moon Knight Sycophants is a rarer book. I mean, there's not too many 9.8s floating around in that book. I mean, I still mine, but I mean, do I regret it? No. I mean.
And look, any book can defy the odds and keep going up way after. But I think if you play the numbers game, you get out before the thing shows.
I mean, the only book right now that probably has a better 9.8 theoretically is maybe a Gambit, because Gambit hasn't really. I mean, Gambit's been up and down so much. I mean, maybe it has room to grow, but I mean, I'm not stockpiling 266s by any stretch of the imagination.
No.
You know.
Well, real quick, you know, to Segu with the Gambit, that's another one of the books that I sold. So over this last week, big shout out to Bird City Comics. If you guys are into the live streaming Facebook auctions, I was lucky enough, they asked me to come on the show and come down and sit in with them and, you know, bring a couple books and see how everything goes and just check it out. And I had an absolute blast. They're on facebook.com/Bird City Comics. If you guys are into that stuff, check them out. They're really fun. It was really interesting. I know we've been talking about this on this show for a while about maybe getting into that field, you know, that jump from the baseball field to that football field or vice versa, and seeing how it works out, because there's a lot of money being made in those Facebook live auctions.
I see it all the time, man. I see every day there's a Facebook auction. It feels like.
Is it only on Facebook that happens? Because like I'm not on Facebook. I'm not going to
join
Facebook.
Yeah,
it's only on Facebook, and I mean it's really cool what these guys do. It's a husband and wife team. Their name's Anthony and Laura, and then another friend named Tim. They do this. They have this whole setup. It's actually really cool. They do green screens and they have, you know, different cameras, and they have a person that's basically putting books up and telling you what, you know, books are and this and that. And then they have another person that's kind of talking to the customers and at the same time, you know, getting your orders. Shout out to Kyle, absolute geek homie. Big shout out to Kyle. So basically what they're doing is just selling books really quick. Yep. I couldn't believe how quick they're selling these books, and especially in this show, they said they were going to do a fire sale on some books to try and move some product. And as they were putting up books, they didn't even have time to sit; they were buying them so quick. You know.
Now, auctions, or was it just?
It's
like
both.
This book's $30.
Yeah, it's both. So they have books that they have a set price on. Like every book in the top row is $2. Every book in the second row is $3, and then they have like other books that they'll say, okay, this book is this much, and then this book is this much starting at auction, and then people bid on it, and so they start a timer.
And do they do like live chat, or is it comments? Or?
It's live chat, live comments, and they're talking and they're laughing and joking, and his wife is the one dealing with the comments and stuff, and she's absolutely hilarious. It was a complete blast. She does the cosplay stuff, and she'll get in cosplay stuff, and then it was really cool. And basically, they also do this cool thing where if you ever win a book, or if you win a book, they do a raffle thing where a wheel spins and you get either like $1 off, or you get put in a raffle for a major giveaway book, or you just get nothing. And it's fun. They make it fun.
I miss raffles.
Yeah. Raffles are a blast, and everybody that wins a book gets a raffle. I just thought it's genius how they're doing these and how fast they're selling books.
I wonder if the IRS thing is gonna roll out on that one.
That's
eventually.
How many followers do you think they have?
They live, when I was there, they were live streaming. They had like 40 live streamers that were watching them, but at the same time, Facebook was also going through some issues where you couldn't share your streams, and so all these people were having to cancel their streams. So I know they at least get 40 per show, and then the other thing is they get a ton of replays. Like they're, like 3 days after the show, they had already like 1,400 replays. So that's also crazy that they're getting replays on an auction, and that just goes to show that what they're doing is cool enough and entertaining enough and funny enough to get people to watch it, even when they can't bid on the books. So that was really cool. And I didn't know what I was walking into because I've never done that. You know what I mean? So I brought a bunch of books. I brought some slabs, and I brought just a short box of, a bunch of stuff anywhere from, they're all like minor keys to major keys, no crap, obviously. Like I brought like a first appearance of, like, this is what I'm talking about, like first Danny Ketch Ghost Rider. I brought a Spider-Man 300 that wasn't in the best condition. I brought a slabbed Killing Joke 9.2 and a slabbed Carnage 361 signature series, stuff like that. So what I sold is I put up a Killing Joke 9.2. I sold that. I sold a signature series Gambit first appearance signed by Rubenstein and Chris Claremont. And I sold that. That was a 9.0. I sold a couple of J. Scott Campbell 9.8s. And in less than an hour and a half, I walked away with, I sold like $400, $500 worth of books.
Nice. And
it was really cool. And, you create a community, and they have people that are watching on a normal basis, and that, they know them, and it's a lot of fun. And I think that it's something that even speculators can get in on. You can find some deals, you can make some money doing it, selling some books, but it's just a cool new way to put some energy in the hobby. But I know there's a lot of people that don't like those things. They don't like raffles. Dennis Hayes made a comment. He says, "No way I'm buying in a raffle. I'm not buying someone else a book."
You say that until you win $1,000 book for $10.
I did it twice, dude. I walked away. I had $20 on both, and it was a back-to-back raffle. Walking Dead 19 9.8 for $20, and I got a Batman Adventures like 9.4 for like $20. I mean,
I won a couple nice ones. I got a Loesch 9.6.
Yeah,
I won that for $10.
Yeah,
I got of course. Back during these are the Raz days, right?
Oh, dude, people in the comments, man, they're
you can hear the crackhead scratching.
Oh yeah,
we're talking Raz, and people are starting to get fired up, man.
Yeah,
I was so much. I mean,
I won my Gamora 9.6 off of a Raz for, I think I put $5 in 5 spots at $1.
Yeah.
So, yeah. We got to figure out a way to try and bring that back. Maybe we can.
There was so much money going through that.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I mean, I like you said, if you're not in on it, you're not in it. It's not your thing. It's like going to a casino. Some people love going to a casino. Some people, it's not their thing. It is what it is. Man.
Josh was asking what a Raz is. It's basically a raffle. Like you say, all right, I'm going to sell this book for $100. I got 20 spots at $5 a spot, and then everybody picks gets a spot, and then you just run a the random.org thing, and whoever's at the top of the list at the end of the shuffling wins the book.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, and even old school razzing was great. Like the videos were hilarious. So the
website was the best. Though.
It was.
Yeah. We I guess we did in a multitude. It was only a G plus Arrow way back in the day.
Yeah, this was. I remember when the Raz was going on, I was at work, and I'm sure other people were like that. Every 5 minutes, I'm checking to see what new book is going up, especially during some of those Razmageddons. Man.
Oh my God, the Razmageddon was too much. I had to turn my notifications off.
It was crazy. Well,
I just Kyle's saying they call it a waffle on Facebook. Have you guys heard that? That's kind of weird.
No.
Probably to avoid the terminology.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, that was man. You say like the crackhead scratching. It was that's exactly what it was like. And then the 2 books that I won the Gamora, and then I won a from Koi. I run a first appearance of Phoenix, like a 9.4, I think. And I know this is going to sound crazy and like, oh yeah, everybody says that, but for some reason I just had a feeling I was going to win both those books, and I won them. Like I was like, when I went to go check on them, I was like, I know I'm going to win this book. Yeah. And it was crazy, man.
And we had moderators and stuff like that. Like, I mean, it was all people we kind of trusted and knew. I mean, we didn't have too many horror stories. I mean, hell, we razzed the AF-15. I mean,
yeah, that thing filled in what? Not even a day.
Yeah, gone.
How many Lost 23s were razzed?
So many.
All of them.
All of them.
Yeah.
I mean,
seemed like for a while there, everybody was pulling a Loesch out of a fucking dollar bin and razzing it.
Spider-Gwen #2, all the variants.
I'll tell you, what the worst thing I hated about the razzes was the Wednesday afternoon, the guys taking a picture in the parking lot pictures.
Yep.
Yes.
It's like, come on, man.
Yep. How did you send the money? Yeah, it was just PayPal. Yeah, PayPal. I mean, I for people to understand, we had a little. I mean, we can talk about it now since it's over, but we had a tight.
Chung was a machine.
Yeah, he won so many books.
I think he paid for about a third of all razzes.
I know. Yes. So we had a tight knit community that we all trusted. Like if we didn't know who you weren't getting in pretty much. I mean, it's like, and the first time you went
acted like a douchebag.
Oh, and you bought a slot and you didn't pay, you were gone. There was no ifs or buts. So I mean, we had a tight run.
We had tight restrictions on the sellers, what they could sell, how much they could mark it up.
And you had to buy in the Razzies. You couldn't just be a seller all the time. You had to buy into a certain amount. There was it was a fight club. That's awesome.
It was
the rule about it was don't talk about it.
Yeah.
So
we could talk about it now 2 years later.
Yeah, 2 years later. I mean,
yeah. And we did these things where every couple of months they would call Razmageddon, where everybody could just razz. It was monitored. Yeah, it was monitored. You couldn't just put up anything. You had to go through the moderators.
A certain amount of books up at the same time.
Yeah, so everybody was wanting to get in at one point, and so finally they're just like, all right, we're just gonna let everybody go for like a week-long period. And it was fast and furious.
I think we had to stop it after about 3 days because it was too much.
Oh, I mean, they had at one point they must have had 50 or 60 books on there.
I mean, obviously, what happened is the first 2 days mostly everything's filling.
Yeah.
And then by the end of it, people are just not filling books.
Yeah. Well, and the thing too is like, and we kind of restricted sometimes. It's like it's got to be decent books too. You know what I'm saying? And there's like minimum values. Like you're not gonna you're not gonna write a $1 book. I mean,
yeah, you weren't putting up $1 books.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's for sure. A lot of people put up a lot of the Greg Land Spider-Gwen variants. You remember that? That was another one that went up. They were putting those up for like $60.
Why? I guess
I razzed mine for 100.
Yeah.
Why?
You know what? I'll tell you what, man. I thought I was fucking the shit. I'm like, yeah, I got this for 20, sold it for 100. I'm in good shape.
Good shape. Yeah, you can't. You never worry about the flip afterwards. You can't look back. Why did we stop?
Because it's not technically legal.
Yeah, it's not technically legal. So.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it got to a point where there was a lot of money moving through that,
and there's a lot. And there, I mean, we weren't the first. I mean, we were the first to kind of do it, but I mean, there was a lot of I wouldn't say copycats, but a lot of people doing it too. I mean, it was a lot of heat from, let's say, bigger people than us in the world, aka the government. So I mean,
well, not only that, we were also concerned about we had some troll issues. So
major.
We were
issues.
concerned that was going to become an issue. So I think Trey was just like, yeah, we're just going to stop this right now.
Yeah. I mean, like you said, we all do comics. It started out for a raffle for just like trying.
It was like 20 of us that started out with.
Yeah, and the thing too is like 50 grand transfers via. Yeah. No, the thing too is like it was a good way for people who didn't have access to these books to get books on either Wednesdays or like a chance to get them and stuff like that. I mean, that was a cool spot for them. Or like, I mean, how many times do you see an AF-15 or could you get a chance to win an AF-15? Nobody's raffling AF-15s. You know what I'm saying? It was a cool spot to find books that you could never find. Theoretically.
Wasn't that the one that Wade found?
No, God, what was his? What was that dude's name? He's from Indiana, from with Zurcher.
You should know.
No, yeah, God dang it.
Crap.
Yeah, there was a lot of craziness.
Nebo, Jeff Nebo. So Nebo, this
found
kid,
it like a file cabinet.
Yeah. So basically, what he did is he was doing home restorations or home, like when you go through like foreclosed homes and like rip all the things out.
Demolishing.
Yeah, demolish them, and he found it in a file cabinet, man. It was like what, a 2.5 or a 3. I mean, it wasn't like
it was like a half.
Was it half? Okay, I don't know. It was like
half. It was missing a chunk of the back cover, I think.
Yeah, but we razzed that boy off. I mean,
yeah, I mean, it would be nice to bring him back, but it's honestly so rough. And
you guys remember when Kenneth Curley almost ended the Raz Room?
Oh my goodness, he went back to back Batman 1298.
No, it wasn't back to back. It was the same Raz. Remember, it was the same Raz. There was 3 Batman Adventure 12s getting razzed off as a lot.
Yeah.
So first place got a 9.8, second place got a 9.8, and third place got a 9.6.
Yeah.
Fucking Kenneth Curley won both 9.8s.
Yep.
It was God. Everyone was demoralized after that.
Yeah. I think that kid made out more than anybody. I know Ken to death, and he's a great guy. But
you know what though, he to his credit, man, he spent a lot of money and didn't win.
Yeah, he did spend a lot of money. A lot of people say that. Same thing with like Chung. Like all these guys were spending a lot of money, and then we'd hate them for always winning. But they put down some cheddar, man, especially back in the day. I mean,
I like what Chung says. This would be a fun thing to do. Everybody tries to meet up. Unfortunately, I haven't gone yet. I really want to get out there one time with you guys, but you guys usually do a thing where you all go to Baltimore for the Baltimore Comic Con, and everybody kind of gets together at those shows. Everybody, the podcast and the CBSI family, and everybody that just has a good time. And it would be cool to kind of do a live.
Yeah, we could definitely do that.
Live Raz.
Yeah. I don't think it was stressful for the moderators, honestly. I mean, once you kind of knew.
Were you a mod?
Yeah, I was a mod.
It was fucking stressful as shit.
Yeah, I mean, nobody contacted me, so
that's why. Yeah, because I tell you, it got stressful when people started putting up crap books, and we had to. I mean,
you had to talk.
What we did is you had to like get a moderator approved. Like, hey, you had to contact the moderator. Hey, I want to sell this book for this much money.
Yeah, I mean,
and if you're 20-30% over GPA, we wouldn't let you do it.
Yeah, that's a big thing. I mean, it was
a pain in the ass because people would hit you up and then they'd hit you up and then hit up 3 other people.
I mean, and then the other problem too was like the early years where people would run razzes for you and then take percentages off of that. It was crazy.
Yeah,
it was ridiculous. I mean,
I don't know what the issue with the DeFazio was. I mean, I thought the guy was a stand-up dude.
So DeFazio, I remember this actually.
I won that razz. That's why.
I know. So he put up a book. It
was a BA 1296.
Yeah, it was a BA 1296, and he said he was going to run it for somebody because you only could razz like $5 a week or something like that, or something like that. Well,
I don't even think we had the
limit in there. Yeah, so he said, I'll razz it for you and I'll take care of everything. Well, he did it, and then what happened was he said for running the razz he gets like 20% of the slots or something. It was
no, he didn't. He added 20%.
Oh, he added 20%.
So it was supposed to be $1,000 book. It ended up razzing for $1,200, and then that's when we're like, no, you got to get moderate. Everybody flipped out. I thought it was fine. I mean,
I'm sure you did.
I bought one slot and I won.
Yeah. Yeah, those days were great, man. I mean,
Yeah.
I do miss it. I really do. I mean, and like you said, I mean, the problem is like we're all typing theoretically because it's not happening. But if we ever brought it back, it just with the social media and stuff, you just never could keep it a secret, man. You know, it's just
once real money starts moving through anything, you know, you're gonna have people that
are
jealous or want a piece of it, and you know, you get somebody that puts up $500 on a $600 book and they lose it. Like we've
people
seen
get pissed, man. Yeah, people get pissed. Yeah, Adam, my wallet doesn't miss it. Yeah, none. I don't think anybody's wallet really misses it. So
yeah. Real quick, guys, we want to talk about the giveaway book for tonight. Is the Silver Surfer Black, as Dino was saying earlier in the show. This is part of the CBSI Comic Book Invest book that they're giving away on IG. What was
IG
it?
Comic Store.
IG Comic Store variant. So
I think it's an IG Comic Store exclusive that
I believe so too.
They partnered up with CBSI.
Beautiful cover. I don't know. It looks like it's maybe an homage to that foil embossed book that they did for Silver Surfer back in the day.
That's exactly what it looked like. Silver Surfer number 50.
Yes, beautiful cover, and this one is a beautiful cover. And man, Donny Cates. Can't talk enough about Donny Cates.
It is an exclusive. Yep.
Yeah. So if you want this book, go check out IG Comic Store and get yourself the Silver Surfer Black #1. Great spec book. And boys, how do we want to do this? We should probably do something in chat here. We want to. What were you thinking earlier there, Scotty?
I said, people tell us what their favorite Silver Surfer cover is.
Yeah. Throw up your favorite Silver Surfer covers in the chat, and we'll pick one of you guys out there that throws up the
one we
cover
think
that you like.
Best.
Yeah. So
start typing.
Yep. So we'll be looking. But what we do, I think this is probably the biggest part of the show that I've been waiting for.
I've been waiting for friggin' 5 days.
I know. How does it feel, man? That's how I've been sitting on some of these boxes over here, and I'm itching to open them, and I'm like, I gotta open them on the show.
I gotta open them. You guys in your cards? I might get in the cards. Fucking legs.
I'll tell you what. You think Razzes are bad? Buy a box of cards, and
I know, dude. I can't
get one good hit in that box, and you're gonna be hooked for life.
I know it's gonna be the problem. I don't know.
Yes. So,
so anyway, I went to a local card store, not comic store, and first time going in there, and they had a decent, small store. They didn't have a lot of singles or anything, but they had boxes and packs. And what I thought was cool is most stores you go into, they have this year's stuff.
Yeah, or it's crap from the '90s that are worthless, right?
This place had a box of '89 Upper Deck.
Let's go.
So I went ahead and bought 6 packs of these. And they had a lot of cool, they had some 2016 football, some 2012 football, a lot of interesting stuff they had there. Stuff that you wouldn't really expect at a store, at this many years after it was released.
Here you go. Heartless says, "Stay away. Crack is better than cards."
Yeah.
Big shout out to Heartless. Heartless brought up something in the chat real quick. So if we pull a Griffey Jr. out of this, Scotty, we got to put together a PSA submission, a group PSA submission.
Okay.
For all of us in the CBSI world, that we can do a group submission, send some cards to PSA, and save some money on that submission. So keep your ears open, and Nick, we got to talk about getting this group submission going. So let's pull a Griffey Jr. out of this.
All right, let's start.
What'd you pay for a pack per pack?
They were $4 a pack.
Oh man, big spender. No, that's good.
So, I mean, they're the old fashioned foil packs.
Yep. Perfect.
Yep. And that's not bad for a shot at one of the probably top 3 most iconic cards in history, right? I mean, Mickey Mantle 52 is probably number 1.
Oh, the first name I see is Ken. It's Ken Garrett. All right, man. These cards are so cool looking, man.
Yeah, old school, man.
Charlie Lee Brandt.
Okay.
Scott Garrels. Kent Hubrick. Danny Darwin. Kevin Gross. What the hell is this?
Let's see. Flip it.
A little hologram, probably.
A little.
Yep. St. Louis Cardinals.
Who's Cardinals fan here?
That's JB.
JB, I'll have to send that to him. Felix Jose, his cards are in great shape.
Show him up. So Levinik wants to see a couple of them. You don't have to show everyone.
Yeah. I just wanted to read the names. So.
Oh yeah.
Now, what I thought was cool, like I don't think I was rich enough to buy packs of these when I was a kid because they were definitely expensive.
Yeah.
But they got this was like the first time that they ever put like a little hologram on it.
Oh wow.
Which I thought was really cool back in the day because that's the first time you ever saw it.
Yeah, this set changed the hobby forever. It was the first that I can remember, like the first premier, like really expensive printed card. And they had, of course, the junior rookie.
Yeah, which
we knew was big money.
All right, Lee Mazzelli. Is that what you got? That guy. It's that guy.
Oh, that dude.
Yep.
Tim Belcher, Ryan Sandberg.
The old Rhino, Hall of Famer.
Tom Browning, Dwayne Henry, Jim Presley. Got another sticker. Let's see. Ooh, rest in peace, Expos.
Oh, wow. Love those. I love those freaking hats.
Yeah, the Expo.
Yeah.
Jeff Musselman. I mean, I'll tell you what. Another thing, the pictures on these were way better than what was being put out back in the day.
Yeah, I mean, they hired professional. Some of the photographers on that went to just become these amazing photographers.
Another Hall of Famer, Kirk Gibson.
Yeah.
Yeah, these things are clean.
I got some Gibson signed stuff. I met Kirk. He's a good guy.
Yeah, he was a manager of the D-backs for a little while.
Pull the Pokemon out. Can't afford Pokemon.
Yeah, they're too expensive nowadays.
All right, let's see what we got here. Lance Parrish, Randy McGillan, John Cangliosi, that's a name. John Moses, John Tudor, Cecil Espy, Craig Reynolds. And let's see what we got for our foil guy. The Mariners.
There you go.
These things. Can you guys see it at all?
Yeah,
hard. Yeah, I can see it. There you go.
Hard to get through.
Yeah.
Scott Sanderson. Ooh, Philly, Milt Thompson. Jose Lean, Jeff Robinson, Craig Reynolds, Leon Durman, Roger Clemens.
There you go. Well, still with him is at Boston.
Yeah.
The young svelte Roger Clemens.
Yeah, look at him.
Yeah, super young. That was back when he was feared.
Let's see.
These are 89.
89, yeah.
Yep.
This is the Ken Griffey Jr. year, the famous Ken Griffey Jr. rookie.
Christ, in 88, he had 291 strikeouts and 264 innings pitched. That's amazing. 3 more. Haven't gotten a single rookie yet.
Yeah, that sucks.
Well, this was a big set, right? Over 600 cards?
Yeah, oh yeah. That's why that junior is sometimes you'll get lucky in a box and you'll pull 4 of them. Sometimes you'll get unlucky and not get a single one.
Ricky Horton.
What's a PSA 10 going for Griffey?
Let me look that up. Yeah.
Bill Swift. Ooh, I got 2 stickers.
Ooh.
The Mutts.
Oh man.
And then the Braves. That's a cool one.
Nice.
Another Hall of Famer here, Tony Gwynn.
Oh, nice.
Got my first rookie. I wonder if this guy's going to pan out someday. Van Snyder. That's the worst when you open an old pack. You're like, yeah, he didn't do nothing.
Yeah, and they have him as like star rookie.
Harold. Remember, who was that guy? Brian Taylor. Remember him?
Yes, and Todd Van Poppel.
Todd Van Poppel, yeah. Darrell Evans, yeah. Jim Eppard.
So $549, anywhere from $400 to $550 is what a PSA 10 Griffey Jr. rookie sells for.
That's not terrible, I wouldn't think.
No, it's averaging about $500. One went for $621 on August 10th. So I mean, $925 for 2 of them. So not bad.
Smithson, Tommy John. Huh. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Funny story about Tommy John. The surgery that where they replaced that tendon in the elbow was named after him.
UCL.
And now a lot of kids that are star pitchers coming out of high school are getting that surgery without hurting their elbow because we're so good. Yeah, it strengthens the elbow.
I got a Cincinnati Reds, so we're gonna have to figure out which Ohio guy wants that. And then the Pirates, Deion James. Steve Belly. Wow. 2 Tommy Johns in the same pack.
Yeah. Yep. That's how Upper Deck was, man.
Ken Caminiti.
the Royd, Mr. Royd Rage.
All right, last one. Come on, Griffey.
All right, here we go, guys.
Last one.
Big money, no whammies here. Let's go.
All right. Another Tony Gwynn. Candy Maldonado, Tom Prince, Robin Yount. He's a Hall of Famer, right?
Yep.
Mark Grant, Larry Parrish, Ron Kittle. And then we got another Mets. Doug Jennings, Paul O'Neill.
Paul O'Neill. Is that his rookie?
I don't think
Fourth year. Ruben Sierra, remember him?
Yep.
Yes, he was
a stud too.
Yeah.
Played forever.
Yeah.
Him and Juan
Kittle, Rafael Belliard, Ron Washington, and then Ricky Jordan. So
bummer. But not bad.
No.
I mean, for what was it? $20, $25?
Yeah. $25.
So for those out there that are wondering about prices on some Ken Griffey Jr. rookie cards, the Upper Deck PSA 10, which is, of course, I'll go ahead and share my screen here, and I'll show you guys what we're looking at. And the Ken Griffey Jr. PSA 10 is this card. This is the Upper Deck, probably one of the top 3 most iconic cards in the history of trading cards. And that is the card we were trying to get tonight. Something that surprises me, here you guys can see some of the other brands PSA 10 rookie cards. Something that surprises me is the Bowman. If you remember that year, the 89 is the first year that Bowman came back, and their cards were a third taller than normal cards. And it was such a pain in the ass, that set, because you would have to, it wouldn't fit in regular card holders. And, if you look, that card in a PSA 10 goes for $200. That's a good, that's not a bad price. Here's his minor league card for the 87 Bellingham Mariners that sold for $414.
That's cool.
This is the 89 score update rookie, the 89 tops update rookie, the 89 Don Russ rookie set. But it's just really surprising that that Bowman card goes for probably the second most out of all the
I bet you there's not a lot of 10s.
Yeah. In that same set, they had a really cool card in that Bowman set where it was Griffey Jr. next to his dad, and that in a PSA 10 sells for like $125 too. So there you go, little Ken Griffey Jr. knowledge.
Cool.
Yeah.
God, he was like the Jordan of baseball when he was playing.
Oh yeah, man. His swing was that, to me, there's no more beautiful swing than 2 players, Ken Griffey Jr. and Darryl Strawberry. Those guys' swings. Oh man.
So there's a
I don't know how he hit home. Griffey Jr. was just like,
yep.
He didn't even swing hard. Like
no.
Yeah.
It's like a golf swing almost. Just let the club and let the bat and the ball do the work.
Well, funny as you say that, Griffey Jr. is like a 1 or 2 handicap on in golf, dude. Guy's a beast. So I saw this. I don't even know. You boys know more than I do. Somebody got an 89 Fleer sealed baseball trading card set for $50.
I wouldn't.
Yeah.
The 89 Upper Deck set. That's one to
factory set.
Yeah, the factory set is something to keep an eye on.
But isn't the Griffey's the first card, right?
Yes.
So chances are in that box, the first and last card are probably going to get a little mangled.
That's a good question. If anybody out there knows that answer, that has had a 89 Upper Deck factory set, I wonder if they put, something in front of them so that didn't happen. Like I don't know, some dummy cards or something. Be interesting. That's a good point. It's definitely something to look for. So, All right, guys. So let's go ahead and take a quick look back here at some of you guys that talked about your favorite Silver Surfer cover. Of course, we're giving away the Silver Surfer Black here tonight. And here we go. So we've got the Silver Surfer number 4 is one of them up there. Tales to Astonish 93. The Silver Surfer and Thor cover, that's my favorite Silver Surfer cover. Just iconic, really tough to find and high grade.
What number is that? 4?
That's Silver Surfer number 4.
Yep.
Silver Surfer number 1, great cover. There's Silver Surfer 4 again. Silver Surfer 1 from 1980. I'm trying to remember that one. Which one was that?
Let me pull it up.
This is a great one. The Nick Bradshaw Silver Surfer Black 1 in 50. That's a cool one. Silver Surfer 4, Tales to Astonish 93 is next. Everybody's saying this is one that I really like, and that's the Simone Bianchi one. That's a really cool one. But
maybe are they talking about the one shot from John Byrne? Maybe
that's probably it. Yeah,
probably
John Byrne one shot.
John Byrne, let's see right here, maybe on the right there.
There we go. Yeah, that's a nice cover. It's a very cool cover. So, and then let's see here. Where were we at? The Audi Granoff variant's really a really good one.
Frankie Avella.
Yeah.
That to me is
one of the better ones.
Yeah.
Yes. The Francavilla one is just absolutely gorgeous. That's another one. I think didn't Francavilla do a couple of them in that set? He did 1 and 2.
I think 2 is the more iconic one, though.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
there's one where it's just him on a planet, and one where it's just him on a board, and they're like far away, right?
Yeah.
They said Fantastic 455. That's with Thing and Silver Surfer when they're going at it on Thing and Silver Surfer too.
That's a really good one. Yeah. What else do we got? That versus the Thing one is really good. But I think to me the Francavilla one is number 1. So
I agree.
I go with that. That's cool.
Yeah. So let's let's see here. Who's the first person that?
I think Robert Fordham.
Was it Fordham?
Yeah, was it Fordham? Okay. Yeah, let's see here. There we go. Robert Fordham. Yeah.
There we go.
So congratulations, Robert Fordham. We'll go ahead and contact us on shoot us a message or something on Instagram or why don't you
hang out? We all know Rob. So.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. We'll get a hold of you, Rob. We'll get a hold of you. We got you in Hangouts, so we'll get your address and get it sent out to you. That's the best way to do it.
Yeah.
So, very cool, man.
For people who don't know, I guess, and I hope I do it right. I think I did CBSI Flipside at gmail.com. I think isn't that what I made? Yeah. CBSI Flipside at gmail.com for if you guys want to hit us up. There's an email for us now.
Show topics. If you guys want to hear us talk about something, just let us know.
Definitely.
We're always looking for ideas.
Instagram. Make sure you like and subscribe to our channel.
Follow Simple Man and the Bolo Show too. They put out good information on Instagram.
Yep. Tales from the Flipside _ CBSI, Simple Man's Comics, Mr. Bolo, The Box, comicbookinvest.com, Top 10, and we're here every Monday. So we'll see you guys next week on Monday, man. So
all right. Good night, guys.
Thanks for listening.
Later.